So, did everyone get everything figured out? Yeah? Good, so we're all clear and ready to dive inside, right? Nice. It's a nice group here this morning. Thank you all for showing up to the soul. Your soul is your best friend when you do. It's quite an enemy when we don't. And show up to the soul. And but I found a quote from Yogananda that I wanted to read to you. I put it on a Post-it. And this is from his little book called Metaphysical Meditations. Just to give you an idea how you and I, whether we're conscious of it or not, are really striving to make a separation between our identification with that which is changing and limited and ephemeral and of this world versus that which is changeless and immortal and eternally happy and joyous, filled with light and love. So we're trying to gain a separation and eventually hold our identity on that which is changeless, right? Isn't this kind of what the process of spirituality is all about? So here's a quote from Yogananda to remind us of that. He said, when fear or anger or any kind of suffering comes to me, I will view it as a spectator. Okay, that's the good old witness watcher type of approach, right? We just watch that anger, we watch that suffering as a spectator. I will separate myself from my experiences. So you have the suffering going on, right? And then you, the soul, which is actually projecting out onto the screen of human consciousness, your whole human self anyway. But your human self has the free will and all that in it, and it can choose to then identify even further out with matter. But your soul is still projecting your experience, good, bad, or ugly. It really is. You are creating your experience. The soul ray is projecting you, this beautiful person I see now, and all of you, and your bodies and shapes and sizes and personalities. Your soul created that and is projecting that right now. So the Holy Ones are asking us, now let's get a little separation back so that we are that light that's projecting this. Let's go back to who's projecting this so-called human reality. Then he said, I will endeavor to retain my peace and happiness at all costs. So as we practice being a spectator, we're going to hold on to our soul peace and happiness at all costs. All right? You might not say, I don't have any happiness to hold on to. Like Bob Dylan, when I ain't got nothing, I got nothing to lose, right? But you do. You truly do. It's the real you. So in this class, let's just see if we can gain a little, even if we need the crowbar of breath, to kind of just get into that thing from being totally attached to this outward today, you guys, and your thought streams, and your emotion streams, and your solving problem stream, and what's going to happen later stream, right? It's like vicious Maya or delusion that's pulling us out. So yoga is a breath by breath, posture by posture. We put a little crowbar in there and try to get a little separation and then turn within and identify with soul versus whatever it is that you're feeling. You might not be feeling good today. Your body might totally resist this practice, or it may totally be energized by this practice. In either case, let's be a spectator, okay? Let's bring our hands together at our heart space. Sit up straight and tall. Definitely this is a practice of yoga, meaning practicing ourselves as soul. It's going to need a lot of practice till we get there again. Remember again, realize again that you and I are deathless, immortal, changeless bliss. Let's rub our hands together and mix it all together for starters. So don't make anything wrong about this, or about you, or about anyone else. Let's just mix everything together, the human with the divine and everything that's in between. So it's one wholesome vibration. Inhale, let's chant Om. Om. Isn't it kind of fun to watch yourself? Maybe pull back from your body. Sit up in a corner of the room and just look at yourself in the 3D that your soul is projecting onto this mat, right? It's a hologram, guys. It's a hologram. Inhale the breath. And it's your divine consciousness that's projecting you into human consciousness. Why human consciousness? Because you guys have come here to learn in your human consciousness that you are divine consciousness. But it's the divine consciousness projecting this. So let's just pull back, look at the light that's projecting, and merge with it. One more Om. Inhale. And as you release your hands down and sit up straight and tall, gaining some separation from what you think about this, or what you think about anything, what you feel about this, or what you feel about anything. We're gaining some separation between the human thoughts and feelings and even this idea that I exist, with the truth that spirit, soul, bliss, immortality is the only reality. But let's don't underestimate the power of those choices you're going to make in this yoga class, because you are creating a reality here this morning. You are adding to the confusion, or you're going to cut into the confusion and add to the simplicity. In this one class this morning, don't underestimate the power of your outlook in this class this morning. That soul ray that's creating the so-called reality of your life. And the choices that you make to either befriend soul or let the ego have its day. Focus at the point between the eyebrows, and let's inhale and receive a diaphragm breath. Push your belly out. Bring the breath up to diaphragm, to your chest, a spiritual eye. Open your mouth and exhale. So just be the light that's projecting your human form on the screen of consciousness. Inhale, receive another breath of spirit. So each of you can get filled up to the brim of soul awareness this morning. Open your mouth, exhale. This is why you've come to this soul asylum. This is a soul asylum. It only holds the highest vibrations. Inhale. Your ego may be uncomfortable. Your mind stuff may get in the way. Your beliefs certainly will. Open your mouth, exhale. And it may resent being in the insanity of truth of this soul asylum this morning. Inhale. Nonetheless, it's crazier if you don't believe in your soul. Open your mouth, exhale. Each in-breath is fortifying you. Inhale. Spirit into soul. Light into your consciousness. Open your mouth, exhale. Meanwhile, let's keep that crowbar in there and gain some separation, shall we? Inhale. Yogananda said, separate your perfect self from your dream imperfections. Open your mouth, exhale. And let's you and I stand separate as a spectator of all our experiences. Inhale. You, the blissful watcher. Open your mouth, exhale. You that is beyond form, formless, omniscient, omnipresent. Inhale. You that is the pure reflection of infinite spirit. That's the blissful watcher. Open your mouth, exhale. So in this soul asylum, that is your soul and my soul, and this outward place called the soul center here, it gets tough because the vibration keeps getting higher and higher and higher and higher, and the ego gets more and more and more uncomfortable. Let's make a fist and squeeze from toes to top of your head. All this luscious cosmic energy into every one of your 27,000 trillion cells. Exhale. So there is unlimited supply of this cosmic energy. Squeeze in some more. There is no lack in soul awareness. Exhale. There's unlimited health. Inhale. You guys, there's unlimited love. There's unlimited prosperity. Exhale. It's your soul. Are all those things. Inhale. Squeeze again. So this is why yogis, they rest in their soul. They're totally satisfied. Exhale. They don't look outward for anything. They are projecting light outwardly. Inhale. Peace outwardly. They are allowing their soul to do what it does. Exhale. Can each of you allow this morning, please? Inhale. Something more beautiful and intangible and everlasting than you ever could imagine. Exhale. To breathe you, to do this yoga, to do the poses. Inhale. To comfort you, to love you, to create a new reality for you. Can you? Exhale. You're the architect of your destiny. Inhale. Each of you. We build our own seat in this world using God, says Hafiz. Exhale. The only material that's everywhere. We build our own seat in this world using God. One more. Squeeze. Squeeze the infinite potential that you and I are playing with. Exhale. And I hope you're all ready to break free from the prison house of incarnations, where your soul has been eclipsed by ego consciousness, but nonetheless is still in bliss. Relax here for a moment, just rest in that true nature of you that is sending out this picture of you, sitting as this mortal, with this certain name and body shape and size that you'll never have again. After a few short years, you'll never be this personality again, ever. Nor were you the one that you were last life that you don't even remember. So let's start to get comfortable with this transition called death, and start to get even more comfortable with the inner calmness of your soul and its aloofness from all worldly things, desires, and attachments. It stands aloof, my friends. So we're going to start in a tabletop, which we often do, but please make this transition as a spectator. So as we come onto our hands and feet, just watch. Hopefully you're watching from a place not of skepticism and of doubt, but of that inner conviction called faith. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Get the middle finger perpendicular to the front of the room and your eye of your elbows open to the front of the room. Let's start with a nice flat spine. Relax, and please allow your soul force to do yoga. It's an expert, it's an adept, it's a master. Inhale, drop your bellies. Lift your heart, lift your hips, exhale, round the spine. Just push the earth away and draw your abs in and say thank you for this infinite gift. Inhale, of immortality. Exhale, round over. Who is now changing her identification, inhale, from a mortal who is fearful of dying to an immortal that lives forever. Exhale, round over. Let's do it again. Drop your belly. From the immortal perspective, we practice. Exhale. Now pick up your pace if you want and come up and down. And each up and down is a lifetime you've had. At the very minimum. Each time wearing a different disguise. Each time different situation. Male, female. Father, friend, child, to many people who you've associated with in many lives. You and I have known each other in many lives. We just forget to see who we really are because of the Maya. So a few more, up and down. And here we are again, doing our best to wake up. All right, let's flatten our spines and take a right leg back, flex your toes, kick your heel away,
and bring your left arm forward and view this arm as somebody else's. Just like at the movies, the light projects the images on the screen. Look up at the light right now. It's projecting you. It's your soul light. And it gets all its power from the Spirit. Now release your left hand down, right knee down, and left leg. And watch this arm come out in front. It's not even correct to say it's your arm. It's just an arm. There's electric energy inside of it, divine consciousness inside of it, projected from the light of your soul. So let's just be in that light of the soul. Reach it forward, kick it back, lower the right hand, lower the left knee. You and I, let's alternate now. Right leg, left arm. Let the one spirit light move us all. Exhale. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale. Perfect coordinated images of light right now. Exhale. Inhale. Really as one. Exhale. We're luminous. Now alternate on and off your own pace, everybody. But just imagine beautiful coordination of the images of light that you and I are luminously. As we let the soul direct the show. Breathe so deeply and purely and regularly and concentratedly that you can keep your mind steady on that breath, so the breath reminds you of who you are. Let's go one more, both sides. And then drop the hand, drop the knee, have a seat on your heels in a little rock position. If it's not comfortable, go ahead and please sit cross-ankle. The last thing we want to do is make a big deal about the outward. Okay? It's the very last thing you and I are going to do this morning, is make a big deal about